and spend the time doing the things that matter most.
First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.
Oh, hey. Wait, what was the question?
Let me guess. One driving high combo, extra baked?
No. Could I get a burger with a side of fries?
Think you're a better driver when you're high? Think again. If you smoked weed, wait at least 4 hours before getting behind the wheel, or don't drive at all if you're new to it, have eaten it, or if you've mixed it with alcohol.
Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
It's not always this obvious when young people need help. For 30 years, we've shown up for youth. With your donation, you can too.
Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Good morning and welcome to First Local. It is Friday, April the 8th.
Yes, it is.
It's a nice day despite the rain. I've always said I don't mind the rain as long as it's paired with warm temperatures.
It's turning into flurries right now, but we won't worry about that.
There you
We'll
go,
have more.
sucking the joy
I
out of the
know.
top of the
Well,
show
You
again.
know, I have to be realistic here. Speaking of realistic, well, first of all,
'Cause life's
busy
not
day
real
today.
enough.
We have the Premier Ford's in town today at Algoma Steel making an announcement. We will have live coverage on our Facebook at 10 o'clock with that. But yesterday also was the federal budget.
Yes. Ooh.
And what goodies are we talking about there? We have some housing. They dealt with housing,
Yep.
dental, and some other important issues. But first of all, let's go right to the Finance Minister and Deputy Prime Minister, Chrystia Freeland.
Today, Canada has come roaring back. But Canadians know that fighting COVID and the COVID recession came at a high price. Inflation, a global phenomenon, is making things more expensive in Canada, too. Snarled supply chains have driven prices higher at the checkout counter. Buying a house is out of reach for far too many Canadians. And now, Putin's barbaric war is making food and gas even more expensive. The money that rescued Canadians and the Canadian economy, 8 out of every $10 invested, was deployed chiefly and rightly by the federal government. But our ability to spend is not infinite. The time for extraordinary COVID support is over.
Okay.
So,
Wow.
what came out of that?
What came out of that? Okay, so you know what? I'm just going to give you like the top highlights, and we'll talk about a couple of them. If you want the full details, I will be posting this to the website, later. Anyway, so they're talking about home buying help, affordable housing, dental care, defense and security, environment and climate change, Indigenous reconciliation, diversity, and inclusion.
Okay, so what about dental? What are they doing with dental?
Well, we talked about this before, right?
Yeah.
So this was part of the 2021 platform for the NDP party, their promise to make dental care more affordable to low-income citizens. So what they're saying specifically, moving on a commitment in its confidence and supply agreement, that's what they're calling it, confidence and supply, with the NDP. The government is promising $5.3 billion over 5 years and $1.7 billion each year thereafter for a national dental care program, beginning this year with children under 12 years old and then expanding to cover Canadians under 18 years old, seniors, and people with disabilities in 2023. So it's said to be fully implemented by 2025.
With the families with income of less than $90,000.
Wow, and that covers what, pretty much 85% of Canada? So, yep.
So how about housing? What are we doing with housing?
What are we doing with housing? Well, there's like a two-pronged approach. Home buying help. So the budget promises to introduce tax-free savings accounts that would give first-time home buyers a chance to save up to $40,000. So contributions then would be tax deductible, and withdrawals to buy a first home would not be taxed. And the program is expected to provide $725 million in support over 5 years. What if you can't afford to save $40,000?
I guess you're not getting a house at that point.
Yeah, I don't know. It just feels kind of assumptive,
Yeah.
and a little bit judgy.
What we don't
actually
have are, because they must have put taxes up somewhere. They have to.
What do you mean?
Well, they must have increased taxes somewhere.
They're increasing taxes everywhere.
Well, yeah, I know, but normally they put
Could you
taxes
be
up
more
on,
specific?
on cigarettes, on alcohol, stuff like that. They normally do, but I guess we don't have those details.
Well, yeah.
But anyway, I mean, obviously the opposition parties had something to say about it, and the NDP, of course, who
But they're no
teamed
longer
up.
opposition.
No,
yeah.
I mean, they kind of teamed
They're
up.
a power
right?
couple
Had they
now.
not, this would have been a downfall of the Liberal government, because this would have been a confidence vote.
Okay.
And they would have, NDP and Conservatives would have voted them out. So this would have been an election call.
Okay.
Thankfully, we don't have that.
No.
But anyway, this is what the opposition party said.
Okay.
What did we see, and what are we seeing in this NDP Liberal budget? Well, we are seeing out-of-control spending, no plan for long-term growth or productivity, We are seeing taxes go up, which in the end, Canadians, everyday Canadians, will be paying for. And we're seeing a housing program announced, as in typical Liberal fashion, that will actually result in not one house built or one house purchased this year. It is an irresponsible budget. It is a typical classic NDP spend and tax budget.
We've used our power, and in this budget we've delivered on dental care, starting with children under 12. I'm proud of that. We know that so many Canadians don't have coverage and haven't taken care of their teeth. And when we spoke to a number of people, we've heard their stories and how this would be life-changing for them. We also know that people are struggling with the cost of living, particularly with housing. So another priority of ours in the agreement, we used our power to get more help to Canadians to find a home that they can afford. And we see that reflected in the budget with concrete steps that would not have been there but for the fact that we forced the government to deliver and we use our power to get people this help. We still have critiques and criticisms. We're concerned, deeply concerned about the approach on the environment, particularly the carbon capture, which there's lots of concerns around whether that is effective or not. But the idea of giving more subsidies to fossil fuel companies that are profitable is the wrong approach. We should use public dollars to invest in workers and in just transition, real jobs for workers, as well as investing in clean energy, and that's not there.
And of course, the NDP love the budget because, I mean, they have a lot of goodies in there from the NDP. So yeah, but again, we have to go over the budget and see what's actually in there.
Yeah, you know, so
like
you can expect something to be put up to the website today for sure, after we've considered it from every perspective, and we will bring you the most neutral presentation available. You know, and did you see the flurry of announcements that are being made today? There's a lot going on.
Such as?
Well, I mean, I skimmed some of them, and a number of them are actually pretty specific to the GTA, you know, Southern Ontario-ish. What I did find is that the NDP is going to announce some relief for Northerners facing the crunch of ever-increasing gas prices. So that announcement happens today at 11. If we're finished covering the announcement at the plant, it is my expectation that we will be bringing that to you. However,
we'll see what they want to do. I mean, they're not in power, so they can't really do anything.
Sure.
But, you know, they can give it to the government and say, can we do this?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So we'll have to watch that. Anything else before we throw it to news?
Yes. If you've done your Easter shopping early,
yes.
you must be made aware that Kinder, the chocolate confection purveyor, has issued a recall. So be careful. If you have already purchased some chocolates, please do inspect. This recall has been issued by Canada's Food Inspection Agency. They have identified several brands of Kinder chocolates owing to an identified risk of salmonella contamination. So far the recall includes 2 types of Kinder Mini eggs, Chocobons, egg hunt kits, and various Kinder surprises. So this is already posted to our website. Each item has been named. There are pictures of them. So far there has been no illness reported with this contamination. But if you have eaten, if you do eat, and you start to feel ill, you want to contact your physician immediately. So if you have already done some shopping and Kinder is among what you've purchased, please do have a look and make sure that you go to our website to get the names that are involved with this. Okay.
Do you know that those are banned in the U.S.?
Kinder?
Yeah, you can't buy those.
Well, nobody likes
anymore?
a surprise.
They were though, right? They were. I guess they've allowed them back in.
I think they just started allowing them in. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good.
Okay. And then on a smaller note, you know, and in the spirit of Jacob, Austin Matthews of the Toronto Maple Leafs in the game versus Dallas last night scored 5 goals, including the winning goal in overtime. That brings his total up to 55 goals in one season, officially setting a new franchise record.
Wow. Wow. It's almost like having Jacob back.
Yes, yes.
Anyway, we have news and some weather to tell you about this weekend.
All right.
We'll see what it's looking like for you right now. Here's Heidi.
I haven't been challenged to bring you all the news today, so I'm only going to bring you some All right. Okay. So yesterday, then, around 9:30, there were calls that came in, which initiated a water rescue operation. So this involved Gooley Fire and Rescue, OPP paramedics. They all responded to the government docks on Grant Road. People were asked to avoid the area and give emergency services the space they needed to work safely while enacting the rescue. As of after 10 last night, the individual had been rescued by civilians who were in the area. At this time, his condition is unknown. So we will continue to bring you updates on that as they become available. Yesterday afternoon, 3 p.m., Sioux Online was informed of a collision in the city's east end. Upon arrival in the area, our reporter witnessed two vehicles which had been involved in what appeared to be a rear-end collision. Both vehicles were located facing westbound, just east of Black Road and McNabb Street intersection. Paramedics could be seen assessing individuals. However, it did not appear as though there were any serious injuries. Police did temporarily block both the westbound lanes of traffic while they conducted their investigation, which led to some delays in the area. It didn't take long for the scene to be cleared. Okay. So with the ongoing tension and the escalating aggression in the Ukraine, after reaching out to local support groups to gain assistance and housing to Ukrainian refugees, a local woman has struck out on her own to get their new life started. She's hosting them in her own home in Echo Bay, and she's hoping that the community will come together to welcome them to Canada. So without the support then of local groups, she's reached out to social media to help get this family, a mother, Olga, and her 16-year-old daughter away from the war-torn region. They are coming to Canada with nothing. Their house was destroyed and they have no money, said Heather. They should be here within the next few weeks. They've done the biometrics and now are waiting for their visas to come through. So we have posted to our website at siouxonline.com a list of things that the family is going to need. So both are a size women's small with a 7.5 shoe size. Heather, the host, has indicated, I have one new double bed already down there, but I require a bed for the other bedroom for the daughter. Clean, please, with frame, box spring, and mattress. Pillows, sheets, blankets, kitchen stuff, toiletries, bathroom towels. Again, this is posted to the website at siouxonline.com, so if you have some items that you feel could be of use, please do go check it out. All right, so now we're going to take a break and we're going to go over to Craig so he can tell us that the snow is just an urban legend and we have nothing to fear.
Well, we certainly don't have anything to fear because whatever snow is falling today is just going to melt on contact, so we don't have to worry about any accumulation. It's just going to be an annoyance. Very foggy out there too, plus with the wet flurry activity right now. Let's take a live look outside, and this is, if you can see it, this is actually the locks area again. You can see the bridge just to the north there, with maybe some traffic going through it, but very foggy. That fog is going to last a little bit this morning because we have some pretty cooler air in place right now, and it's going to get a little cooler as we go on throughout the day. Let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast. We are looking like this right now, 0 degrees at the moment. That's why we're seeing this wet flurry activity. The winds are going to pick up later on this afternoon once a cold front slides through, and that's going to change the winds to the northwest. And those could be gusting to about 50 kilometers an hour. Temperatures reaching 2, maybe 3 degrees this afternoon, but then dropping right back to the freezing mark tonight. And we introduce some more wet flurry activity for your evening, and dropping down to -3 overnight. Looking like a pretty cool Saturday, but the rest of the weekend not looking all that bad. I'll give you those details coming up.
All right, not looking too bad. I'll take that. We are going to take a break now. We'll hop over into the world of our sponsors. You will hear from the Chamber inviting everybody to do all things local. Love local, shop local, dine local, play local. We need to come together to support our small businesses in this time of rebuilding. You may also hear from Superior Adult Learning, encouraging every person to set some adult literacy goals and to contact Pat or Wendy to work with them one-on-one to achieve those goals. So do yourself a favor, go fill your cup, come on back. When you do come on back, we have some sextortion complaints. We can talk about the Bluejays, and as well, a terrible incident took place in Niagara Falls. So fill your cup and come on back. Superior Adult Learning provides free one-on-one support to help you reach your goals. Improve your reading, writing, and math skills, become more independent, and increase your employability. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today. Well, good morning and welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Ordinarily, we would have been pleased in this point to bring you a furry friend from our Adopt-A-Pet segment with the Humane Society. Unfortunately, our contact is unwell and unable to attend. So it will in fact be 2 weeks now until you're able to see me frolicking with a furry pet. Next week, of course, being the long weekend, we will not have a show on Good Friday. But at the same time, you know what, stay tuned. It just means that when it comes back, it will be so much fresher and so much more fun. Yes. All right, let's talk about sextortion. I didn't even know there was such a word, to be honest. It's a very serious situation. So officers then continue to field reports of people involved in sextortion and non-consensual intimate image sharing incidents within our community. So understanding then that sextortion happens when a person sends an intimate image and or video to someone and is then threatened with the public release of the image or video unless the victim pays a demanded amount of money. Non-consensual image sharing is when someone consents to have an image taken but does not consent to have the image shared with others. The internet and social media are obviously in this moment integral parts of our daily lives, but using online resources do present risks. Predators are constantly looking for ways to exploit others in the online space. Very hard to police, obviously. Using proactive measures is crucial to protect your information and images online. And they have included within this release in capital letters, do not send intimate images on any app or social media platform. Ensure social media security settings restrict what strangers can see, especially photos. If you are ever threatened online, you contact police or go to the website cybertip.ca. Never provide personal information to people online, and following these tips will greatly reduce the odds of becoming a victim of sextortion. Parents and guardians, the online space is evolving. Be aware of social media platforms that the young people in your lives are using. There are parental controls and safety measures that you can enact to protect them from predators. To learn more and access resources to protect yourself and young people online, please visit, and we've included hyperlinks in the article that is posted to our website at SiouxOnline.com. Visit the Canadian Centre for Child Protection and the Stay Safe Online page at the Sioux Police Services website. Very serious situation. Protect yourself. Okay, so Mike and I had a zesty discussion this morning about this upcoming article. So if you're a baseball fan, particularly a baseball fan involving the Blue Jays, it may interest you to know that fans are now gearing up for the first Toronto Blue Jays home opener at the Rogers Centre since the COVID-19 pandemic began. The first pitch then is scheduled for 7 minutes after 7 on Friday. Mike, do you know why they are so precise in their time?
I have
The
no idea.
Greyhounds do that as well. Puck drop at 7:07. First pitch at 7:07. Okay, anyway. With the team considered to be real contenders this season, fans are extra excited for the home opener. One excited fan is quoted as saying, "They're back. It's so nice to have them home. I am looking forward to this year. I think they can do some damage," said another fan of the team. So what they've been doing then in the past couple of years, the team spent all of 2020 in Buffalo due to the pandemic and then began the 2021 season in Dunedin, Florida, before moving to Buffalo and finally to Toronto, where they spent the last 2 months of the season only to miss the playoffs on the season's final day. So there. The boys of summer are back, and they're back in their home. All right. Now, so the other thing that I wanted to touch on briefly is that overnight there was a significant incident that did play out in Niagara Falls. It is reported in this time that multiple people are injured after an overnight an overnight shooting on Clifton Hill, which is a major tourist area in Niagara Falls. Early Friday morning, so this morning then, the Niagara Regional Police responded to reports of a shooting in the area of Clifton Hill near the Midway. It is unconfirmed in this moment how many victims are involved, nor do we have any information on the status of their injuries. We further have no details on the suspect, but police are asking the public to avoid the area. All right, well, that summarizes that quite nicely. And what's that? Now we're going to go over to Craig. That's good, because I gapped there for a minute. I was kind of like, okay, well, break. And usually, Mike, you're a lot more prompt in my ears.
That's why you have me.
Yeah, but you were delayed, though, weren't you?
Well, I'm kind of under the weather. Don't eat oysters ever again. Yeah, okay. I said it.
Okay. And on that note, we'll hop over into the world of Craig, where hopefully he can give us some good news. Craig?
Well, Heidi, a pretty messy way to start our Friday and to start our weekend, but we'll have to put up with it. We have some wet snow, wet flurries, if you will, for most of our day today, lasting into our afternoon. And it's courtesy of the same low pressure system that is giving us the heavy rain the last couple of days. We're now seeing some wraparound flurry activity, and that's the story for today, plus some very strong winds coming from the northwest later on as that cold front pushes through. It's going to drop our temperatures just a little bit and give us that flurry activity. It should come to an end by this afternoon, but then it's going to come back again for this evening into our day on Saturday as that low pressure system just kind of slowly moves and just spins around. We'll show you that spin on the satellite shot coming up right here. We can see that rotation right around this low pressure system, and that's our story for Saturday at least. It's just going to be a slow mover, mainly cloudy conditions with those pockets of drizzle and some wet flurry activity. We don't anticipate any accumulation from this system, and we will see some strong winds come in behind it though. So be mindful of that. This is what we look like as far as temperatures go. A little bit off the mark today. We should be anywhere around 6, maybe 7 degrees for our daytime highs. We're going to settle in for 4 degrees. If we reach 4 degrees, I think we're going to be more of the 2-degree area. -1 in Wawa. They're going to see a little heavier snow bands up there, 2 degrees in Timmins and 3 degrees in Sudbury. So this is what we look like as far as the radar. This is taking us over the next couple of hours. You can see that blue. It's just light blue. It's just some light flurry activity. Again, it's not going to pretty much stick. There is some rain mixing in with that too. But it is going to come to an end, and then we're just going to have cloudy conditions, some windy conditions to deal with for our late afternoon into our evening, and then Saturday, kind of looking like a rinse and repeat type day. So this is what we look like for the next 3 days. For today, I don't think we'll see much sun. If we are going to see some sun, it'll be late this afternoon, but we can expect those flurries and mixed with rain for most of our day. We have 7. It's not going to hit 7, I'll tell you that. 2 degrees for your Saturday, with a mix of sun and cloud for most of the day, but we're going to start off with some wet flurry activity, some wind. Not a great looking Saturday for sure. It's going to come to an end Saturday night and then clear out, and then leaving us with a pretty nice looking Sunday. 8 degrees. We will definitely hit 8 degrees on Sunday with lots of sun in our forecast. And let's hope that sun is going to stick around for the 7-day. I'll let you know in just a bit. Heidi?
Well, thanks for that. Yes, so good all around. Mike did just let me know that there have been some updates, and apparently there is alleged to be one individual who is deceased as a result of the shooting in Niagara Falls. So we will continue to bring updates such as they become available. Okay, well, what are we looking at? It's 8:26. I think it's time for some factoids. Oh, so many breaks. Okay, well, you know what? It's an opportunity then for you to hear once again about our friends in St. Ignace getting ready to kick it up with Jeep the Mac. If you are a Jeep enthusiast, you own one, you just really like how they look, you know what? You really want to give a good think about participating in this event. It's bigger and better this year. They've added so much more to the agenda. You can register to participate right up until noon on May 2nd. So hop over to their website and take a look. When we come back, of course, fabulous factoids and live interaction with our following on social media. So if you have something to say, you better pop it in the comments now. In the interim, fill your cup and come on back. Superior Adult Learning is looking for volunteers who want to make a difference in our community and help others reach their full potential. In only a few hours a week, you can help our learners achieve their goals and set them on a path towards a successful, independent future. Visit www.superioral.ca to get started now.
École publique Éco des Rapides, a place where your child can learn, grow, and be happy. Discover why more and more families are choosing École publique Éco des Rapides for their child. Register your child January 17th to the 21st at epedr.cspgno.ca. Parce que je vois grand.
Well, good morning and welcome back.
Hey, have you been to the grocery stores lately? Like Metro or Food Basics?
I was there last night, actually. I was at Metro.
Mike, do we have pictures, or you got those pictures? Geez, the shelves are bare.
Oh, yeah.
Mainly in the produce area, right?
Yes, yes.
Look at that.
So that's Food Basics.
And this isn't the government overreach or whatever.
That is.
You know, that's Food Basics, or is that's Metro?
That's not Metro.
So Metro and Food
I took the
Basics, of course, are owned by the same company.
Yeah.
Right? And they're in a strike position right now down south.
Yeah, at a distribution center, yeah.
So that's why we're not seeing any bananas.
You know, and it was funny because I was walking around and there were 2 other women and we were all kind of like walking in slow motion, kind of like looking around, like what is happening here?
Yeah.
Like, you know, and the one woman, that was the 3rd grocery store she'd been to. She was going to Rome's next. She was just looking for, you know, like the 3-pack of romaine hearts. Mm-hmm. So,
Can't
you know,
find
I mean, she
is it affecting Rome's too, or?
Well, Rome's is independent, right?
Right.
Independent. So I'm not sure.
No Frills is the same. Yeah. So I guess Pino's is okay if you want to get your produce You can go to Pino's. It's local.
But
it's
supply and
locally
demand you would expect then the wave would hit those ones and clean them out as well, right?
Yeah,
Because,
true.
as we learned with the
Toilet
paper panic, that, when things start to run short, people freak out and start buying all of the things.
Yeah.
So, we can expect that other grocery outlets will be hit and people will buy all the things just in sheer defense of their lifestyle and their capacity to consume.
Well,
So-
hopefully they come
Now,
off the strike soon, though.
Hopefully they'll come out of the strike pretty soon. Another thing, just a little rant on my behalf, if you don't mind. So for the last 2 years, we've been wearing these masks. You
Yes.
know, we're doing a good job with that and blah,
Yes.
blah, blah. But now that the snow is melting, I don't know if anyone else has noticed how many masks there are on the ground. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
when my daily dog walks, my dog will pick up at least 4 or 5 masks.
Aw, she's doing her duty.
Yeah, well, I don't want her with masks in her mouth, so it's like, she thinks it's a surprise.
Yeah, yay.
But wow, cigarette butts were bad, but now these masks are taking over. It's just like, they're
Yeah.
everywhere. Anyway, that's my rant for
Yeah,
today.
don't dispose of your mask on the ground. That's just tacky. Don't
Well,
do
I mean,
that.
obviously it happened over the last 2 years,
Wow.
or mainly over the last year, and they've all been kind of hidden with snow, right? For the most part.
But not just that, Craig.
But now they're just coming up.
I watched a woman at Walmart just take it in her hand and drop it on the ground beside her vehicle,
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
So.
Nice.
Anyway.
Don't let me see anything like that because I'm the type that'll say something. So.
Yeah, she is. Anyway, let's talk about factoids.
Factoids, okay. April 8th in 2012. Wait, I have to. All right. It was reported that organizers for the 2012 London Olympic ceremony had recently asked the manager of The Who if legendary drummer Keith Moon would be able to perform at the forthcoming London Olympic Games. The Who manager Bill Kerbishley told The Times how he responded to the request. I emailed back saying, Keith now resides in Golden Green Crematorium, having lived up to the Who's anthemic line, I hope I die before I get old, he said. If they have a round table, some glasses and candles, we might be able to contact him. And for those of you who don't know, Keith Moon did pass away in 1978. So can you imagine being that clueless? No,
Yeah.
Mr. Moon is
He's
quite
dead.
unavailable in this moment. All right. April 8th, I'll try this one on you.
Okay.
April 8th, 1967, John Lennon took his Rolls Royce to coach builders J.P. Fallon Limited in Surrey to inquire if they could paint his car in psychedelic colors. So this was based on an idea by Marika Koger, the Fool, who was a member of the Dutch team of gypsy artists. So J.P. Fallon commissioned Steve Weaver's pattern of scroll and flowers for the Phantom 5. The cost of having the work done came in at around £2,000. A custom interior-exterior sound system was also installed, as well as a Sony television, a telephone, and a portable refrigerator.
What year was this?
67.
Wow. Phones and cars in 67?
That's right. And
Jeez.
all for the tidy sum of £2,000.
£2,000.
Which is what?
That's nothing. Well, that's about equivalent to 3,500, maybe 4,000 Canadian right now. today.
Nowadays, you
Yeah, I don't
just
know
buy
what it
another
was
car.
back then. Yeah, for sure.
All
All
right.
right, let's do our social media. See what you're
Social
saying.
media, social media.
It's coming.
Well, they're very chatty in our newsroom here. Hang on.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Steve
There we go.
Childs beating everybody to the punch,
Uh-huh.
taking the prize 2 days this week.
Wow.
Offering up the sun and the tracks of land 2 times over. Rocking the horns 2 times over as well. GFMAHYAHAGW. Good Friday morning, all. Hope you all have a great weekend. Well, you too, Steve. Thank you for being such a dedicated watcher. Mark Jordan. All right. Good morning, world. The world greets you, Mark Jordan. Terry Matthews. Good morning, all. Hey, Terry Matthews, I bet you watched that game last night. I have it in my head that you're a Leafs fan. I brought you Austin Matthews just because. All right.
Good morning.
Margaret McKeag says, good morning, all. Good morning to
Margaret.
you, Margaret. Marilyn Dunn says, good morning, everyone. Have a
regular.
great weekend. You as well, Marilyn. Tina Hughes says, morning. She's giving me the sun and the Traxalan. God, I love how everybody just feeds my mania. It's fantastic.
Every day.
Good morning to you, Tina. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Tina's a new viewer.
No.
Tina Hughes?
Oh, Tina Hughes. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, you're thinking of Tina Fey.
Yes.
Oh, no, and that's not even Tina Fey. That's Tracy Fey.
Tracy Fey.
Who's Tina Fey?
Tina Fey's the
comedian. Okay.
It'd be great if she was watching. I love Tina Fey.
All right. Thank you for tuning in, Tina Hughes. Please share it with anybody that you think might also be interested. Thank you for commenting. Jody Daigle Osmond. Happy Friday. Good morning. Good morning to you, Jody. Happy Friday to you and good morning. Tracy Fay. Good morning,
Tracy
all.
Fay.
I'm hoping you have a blessed weekend.
You too.
That's very nice. You as well, Tracy. Marilyn Dunn wishing Mike a happy belated birthday.
Aw.
There you go. Thank you, Marilyn. Jim Whitty, good Friday morning. Good Friday morning to you, sir. What did you think about that John Lennon factoid? Jim is like an enthusiast.
Is he?
He's like an encyclopedia of
Beatles
all
and-
things Beatles. Yeah. Tracy Fay, yes, a bit of snow right now.
Wet snow, right?
Bradley Evoy, have a great day, have a great weekend, my friends. You too, Brad. Have a great weekend. Jim Whitty, political speeches are so boring. I know. Craig came in. Did you watch the budget yesterday? What? No. None of this is real. It's all an illusion. Okay. Yes. Jim Whitty replying to Bradley. Good morning. Bradley responding to Jim. Good morning, sir. Rick Sutherland. Good morning, all. Happy Friday. Have a great day and an even better weekend. You too, Rick. Have a great day, and I hope your weekend is spectacular. Bradley, I watched two blind men fighting yesterday. You should have seen the looks on their faces when I said, my money is on the one with the knife. Hilarious. Well, yeah, maybe, yeah. Okay, anyway, Jim Whitty, what do you call a politician with an honest side? Voted out.
True.
Jen Buchan says, good Friday morning. Have an amazing weekend. You too, Jen. Have an amazing weekend. Judy O'Neill, good morning. Heidi and Craig, hope you have an awesome weekend.
You too, Judy.
You too, Judy. Always nice to hear from you. Terry Matthews, he scored 2 goals. No, that's inaccurate.
She knows.
Did you watch the whole game?
She's into sports.
I saw I was tipped off by another viewer, and then I verified it on the Toronto Maple Leafs website this morning. He stands at 55 now, and it was 50 the last update I had. So, okay. Well,
Carry
yeah, all right. I'm being instructed to carry on. So, all right, Enika. Good morning. Wishing you all a happy Friday and a good weekend. You too, Enika. Have a great weekend. Linda Gloria Goulet. Good morning, Heidi, Craig, and everyone. Just want to wish you all a happy weekend from Nipissing and North Bay.
Yay.
Ooh, yay. Well, hello, Nipissing and North Bay. And thank you for watching and commenting, Linda. Tracy Fay. Are donations of the monetary kind being accepted for that family coming from the Ukraine? Yes, absolutely. You can go to the article that is posted in the featured section of our website at SiouxOnline.com, and all of the relevant information is there as to how you can make contributions. So if you have any issue with that, Tracy, you can contact us here and we will put you in touch, okay? Thank you very much for your interest. Tony Mancuso, TGIF, everyone have a great weekend. You too, Tony, have a great weekend. Bradley Evoy, thanks, Mike. TMI, too much information. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
we've been here with them all morning, yeah. Kimberly Seabrook, happy Friday, our sporting correspondent. Hello, Kimberly. Happy Friday to you. Tracy Fay, empty shelves. Yes, definitely. And she's agreeing with me, I think, probably about the ripple effect, about how, you know, the waves of people will now fall on anything that's available and buy it all. Tracy Faye, I noticed, Craig.
What, the masks?
Well, I don't know, because, you know, I mean, like, I can go into, the, you know, the well, anyway, yeah, maybe the masks, yes.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is. You're always so good at getting right into the head of our viewers. Fantastic. Lorna Reed is watching. Hello, Mrs. Reed. Thank you for watching. It's always a treat to see you pop up. I'm working on the Lorna thing. It's probably never going to happen, but I love that you watch, Mrs. Reed. Thank you. Mark Jordan, Heidi will definitely call you out for littering. She lives in this world. Don't wreck it. Well, I sometimes live in this world. Ask anyone. Well, anybody who matters. And the litterers of the world don't matter. You're bad. And I will call you out.
Pick them out.
That's right. Pick it up. Tracy Faye says Tina Fey is awesome. She is awesome.
Yes.
And Tracy Faye clarifies littered masks.
Yes. Okay.
There you go. Okay,
Yeah,
7 days, Craig.
All right, so let's
Before
take a
you
look
go
at
to
the 7 day.
Craig, I wanted to say,
What?
did you see any robins yet?
I have not seen any
I
robins.
heard them this morning in my back hedge there, and
I've seen seagulls. I've seen crows.
I've heard the robins.
Seen a blue jay.
The robins are here, so.
Good.
Anyways, just
About
like you know.
time.
I saw a picture with like a robin that had like a pink belly.
A pink belly robin.
Could have been photoshopped. Who knows now?
Who knows, yeah. You can't trust anything on the web. Anyway, let's take a look at your forecast. It's going to be a cool day tomorrow with some pretty strong winds as well from the northwest. So let's write off Saturday. Sunday's not looking... What do I have for Sunday? Is that the right map? Is that the right one? All right, because Sunday's supposed to be sunny. Anyway, and 8 degrees. I think we overdid that one. Anyway, it's not looking all that bad. The temperatures hopefully inching up to the double digits by next week. So, again, we're still losing a lot of snow regardless. So
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah.
Done with the snow. Bye-bye. When it gets to this point, you know, the kids can't really play in it.
it's so
like,
mucky out, right?
It's mucky. It's
You just want that sun now to dry up everything, and that's what we're hoping for next week.
Yes.
Hopefully.
Okay, well, we'll take
Right into the long weekend.
Hope springs eternal and all that. Speaking of hopeful, we are hopeful that you will like, follow, share, and do all things social media to help us increase our viewership. We are the Sioux's only local news show, and we love to greet new viewers. You can catch us on the playback on the website, on Facebook. You know, we now have a presence on TikTok. Which will offer you a glimpse into the behind the scenes.
And Heidi and I will come to your house and reenact the show if that's what is required.
We'll go live from your kitchen table. As long as there's coffee.
As long as there's coffee.
All right, everybody, it's been a great week. We look forward to speaking with you next week, and I hope you have a great one. First Local, supported by Maker North, 3D printing, laser cutting, 3D design, education, prototyping, and more. Maker North, whatever it takes.